All right, Anthony on Air podcast back for another episode. On this show, we are discussing the explosive Harry and Meghan documentary coming to Netflix in moments, basically. We're also going to discuss Anne Heche, her cause of death. Obviously, we know what happened there, but there's some startling revelations we want to let you know about. Jennifer Aniston's new love interest, pretty spicy. Speaking
Ooh.
of spicy, Aaron Judge got a new contract. He's worth a whole lot more money now. A tragedy at Ted Cruz's home. We've got Warnock winning, Trump's team finding more classified documents, Caroline's closing. Very, very sad. Jesse James is getting divorced again, and some huge Whamageddon news. All
Oh,
that and more on this episode with the Cuddles. What up, Cuddles?
what up, homie?
Harry and Meghan. Boy, there's a lot to cover here. Documentary comes out in two parts. It'll be 3 episodes in part one, 3 episodes in part two, so 6 episodes altogether. It is getting released 3 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time on Thursday, December 8th. So we're literally just a few hours away from it. As people are listening to this podcast after the fact,
Yeah.
it might have already come out. And I will tell you this, Cuddles. I am hearing these are the two sides of the spectrum that I'm hearing on the Harry and Meghan Netflix. I was about to say Netflix podcast, Netflix documentary. On the one hand, I'm hearing the palace is ready. They're bracing themselves. They already have Charles and William, King Charles, Prince William, already poised to respond. Like they're already ready to go. On the
Yeah.
other hand, I'm hearing this family will never recover from what's going to be said in this documentary. Those are the two like sides of the spectrum. I think we
Yeah.
probably fall somewhere in between because I will say when I was reading from the Prince William and King Charles have statements prepared and ready to go, they're basically saying there's not a lot of bombshells here. There's not much more to say. Everything that's been said has been said already. You're not going to learn anything new. We already know how to respond to this.
Yeah.
But like I said, on the other side, they're like, there's no way these families that Harry and Meghan can ever reunite with this family after them saying what they said on this documentary.
Yeah, but I feel like they're ready for it, but it's also something like this is it. Like I feel like they're using the whole Diana thing. He's using the whole my mother and now look what they're doing to Meghan is the same as Diana. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like, no, you can't do that. So they're ready, but they're also like, we're done. We're over you. We're over the whole selling of your whole experience so you can make all this money because you're cut off. Like
Yeah.
those two go hand in hand.
Yeah, well, okay, so two things on that. One thing that I think you said was interesting that I caught from the trailer is that because Harry even says in the trailer, and everybody can find this on YouTube, the Netflix trailer, just Google it. He says like the way they treat the women that marry into this institution, or he's something to that effect. And so you can see him framing her, Meghan, after his mother, obviously, who was tragically killed
Yeah.
because of the paparazzi, because they were trying to find out stuff because she was in the royal family. But also, people forget this. She wasn't. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong here, but wasn't Diana not treated the greatest even before the divorce? Like they kind of
Yeah,
gave her a
she
hard time.
wasn't. She really, really wasn't. But
So it's like
it's
Harry's
hard.
he's got an axe to grind here. I mean, it's not only his wife, it's his mom too.
Yes, very, very much. And since he isn't the heir to the throne like his brother is, he can say what he wants and he can say how he feels, and it's never going to affect him because he is not the heir to the throne like William is.
Yeah.
And, everything affected him differently than William because, again, he will never be king.
It's kind of like he had nothing to lose from the get because he was,
Exactly.
yeah. Okay. And then the second part of what you said that I found interesting, and I want to say something to it too, is um, okay, obviously, I don't like what you said about pick money in a suitcase show. Well, on her, I think her podcast is shit. I
Yeah.
think she's terrible. I don't like
Yes.
her. I'm against her, but I feel like there was a time there, and I think they covered this in the Oprah interview where it was like, "Hey, if you just pay for our security, we'll be okay." Like, I understand we
Yeah.
can't be a part of it and whatever, but if you just like cover our security, we'll be fine. And then when the royal family was like, no, go fuck yourself, I think they kind of had the thing of like, well, listen, if you don't, we have to go and do this and it's going to be bad. So, not that to say that there was like a threat or a hostage situation, but there kind of was, and call it what it is. I mean, you left these two with no choice or any other way for them to provide for themselves. I mean,
Yeah, but
really,
I
the only
he inherited money from his mother.
not a ton
He
though.
Not a ton, yes, but if you're not a working royal, as they put it, and you're not doing, why should the British people pay for you to have security then if you're not a
Because
part of it?
I'll tell you why. It's the same reason why we pay for former presidents to have security for the rest of their lives.
Oh, those idiots don't need it either.
But it's the truth though. You can't have a former president being kidnapped or murdered. It's not a good look for the country. I mean, Frank, nobody gives a shit about Jimmy Carter anymore, other than like he pops up every now and then. He's building a house for somebody. We all think it's great. But the fact of the matter is if Jimmy Carter got fucking kidnapped by some terrorists, nobody would feel good about it. Bill Clinton, I mean, for all the crimes he's got against him, if Bill Clinton got, swiped by a terrorist group, domestic or otherwise, international, whatever,
Yeah, but they
nobody
all
would
live
feel
in their
comfortable.
yeah, but they all live in their country. He decided we're going to live in California.
I know, but
So
it
now
doesn't
you
even
want
matter.
all of that. That matters 100% because now you're taking British citizens that live in the country and you're like, you know what? You're going to move to California because this prince doesn't want to be a prince anymore, but he wants you, the British people, to pay for him to have security so that he can make a Netflix and he can do all these things and sell all of this
Yeah, but
on.
no, but that's
So
my
he had
point.
make all the like.
I don't think he would have done this. I think they could have lived the rest of their lives on the money they had
I
if
don't think so.
they weren't
I don't
paying for
think so.
security.
I don't think so. I don't think that they can live that life. I don't think they can live the life that they thought they would have on what they inherited. They needed
Maybe.
Prince Charles to fund them. And when
Y-
he said, no, if you're not going to be a working royal and you're not going to do with the monarchy, which has been in power for God knows how long, then you're shit out of luck. Like, that's how it goes. It's like a 18-year-old. If you're not going to listen to your parents and you're not going to do what they do and what they say, you're out of luck because they're not going to pay for you. That's how it goes.
I just think that they could have avoided this whole documentary if they would have just ponied up for security.
I don't know. It seems like they wanted a lot
Maybe.
for this life of privacy when it's like your whole life. And it has been documented by many people that Meghan and Harry wanted to have like photography and video at the Queen's funeral, and they told them absolutely not. And
Mm.
not for nothing, there are people who are fact checking their episode and their like teaser or whatever, and it's fake. There are photos from things that have nothing to do with them. There's the paparazzi outside of a truck, and it's not her, it's not Meghan, and it's not Harry getting out of the truck. Do you know who's coming out of the truck? One of Donald Trump's lawyers is coming out of the truck, but they use that video to show how the paparazzi can be. So you're using video that's not yours, not of you, to show how the paparazzi are. For what? They're not doing that to you. It wasn't you. So that's fake news.
Well, yeah. All right. Let's clarify. You read in an article that they used.
I read in an art. I saw the photo.
Which, to be fair, I mean, it is possible that in this documentary, they're talking about the infiltration of the paparazzi and showing clips of other people. That might be what happened.
Yes, and the paparazzi can be pieces of shit. Let's be realistic. Yeah. We all know that.
Right. If that's 100%. Not what if they're not trying to illustrate a point that it happens to everybody, and they literally hijacked other people's footage to make themselves look like they were in more danger, then that's a really bad look on their part.
Yes, but I have seen videos of multiple things that have said that. Yeah. Not only just that one video, but other parts of it. And it's like, are you trying to make yourself look like the victim? Are you trying to make yourself look more like Diana when you're not?
Well, listen, again, I'll say this again, just to reiterate my point, slam it home. I don't like her. I think we're in for a lot of fluff and BS in this documentary because of the way she treated her podcast. But at the same time, I can't help but think, if I'm the royal family, well, we've got an endless amount of money. That family will never run out of money. They could have cut a decent check to these people and never had to deal with this. It all could have been avoided.
It probably could have.
I mean, be honest, D. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they have billions of dollars. What would it?
No,
what would
they
a check...
don't. They don't have that. The British people have that, and that's who pays them.
True.
And that's not fair. Hello, how about, what's his name? Prince Andrew. He had to sell off his chalet and all these things just to pay people. They don't have all this money. Correct. It comes from the British people, and that's not fair.
Correct, but it's different. If Prince Andrew turns up dead, nobody is going to be sad.
Nope, no one.
If somebody gets into Harry's house and harms him, her, or God forbid their children, that is the biggest tragedy that country will face since the Queen died. So, it's like you have as a royal if I'm in that room and we're having the meeting, I'm going to raise my hand and go, it kind of feels like for a drop in the bucket, $60 million, we could put it in some fucking fund and pay for their security for the rest of their life. We never have to hear from them again.
Come on. You know what it is? It's also the fact that a lot of British don't want that monarchy anymore. So they're trying to. I mean, it was a big thing that King Charles was going to slim down the firm and make it a lot less. And then you're going to pay for their security.
I know that, but how is the royal family going to feel when this documentary comes out and they go, oh, we got so-and-so on fucking film talking about,
Well, how do you think they feel after they did the whole fucking Oprah thing?
But looking back on that now in hindsight, that was a big fat teaser for this documentary.
Yeah.
Like you only get one. Are you filling water up from the fridge?
No, why? Let me mute this.
Are you by the fish tank?
Yeah, I'm making another margarita.
Oh, okay. All right. Hey, so that's all I hear. It sounds like somebody's peeing. What was I going to say? Oh, the Oprah interview was just a big fat teaser for the documentary. You don't get away with this twice. Like, I don't think you can get away with not naming a name twice. You have to say in this documentary, it was so-and-so who said the racist fucking thing. That's what I think. Now, the royal family could come out and deny it, which it sounds like they're readying to do. Because, by the way, and Cuddles will tell you this too, the royal family has seen the documentary, correct? Like they went to check quotes and shit like
Yes,
that.
yes. But I find it
And oh, well, let me say this before you answer. I don't know if they've seen the entire thing, but they've seen or they know what the quotes are in there. So
they know enough, and I think that part of the documentary is going to try to make Kate look like a bad person, but she's loved. Like it's kind of crazy that like it's coming as like Kate and William were in Boston for their charity work and their stuff, and I'm sorry, like Kate is loved.
yeah, but also did well. Hang on, Kate was also in a good social standing, right? Didn't her family come from some
They're wealthy, and I think they're a little bit of that upper echelon of
right,
British families.
right?
They were,
But
not
even
to say
still,
anything, but they're
even
not royal.
even still, even with that, they said there were dumpster diving jokes about Kate as well.
Oh yeah, because she was just a normal college student who, did normal things, but she has turned into the face. She is the face of the monarchy. They are loved because of her. They're not loved, the monarchy, because of Prince Charles or his hua of a wife. They are loved because of Kate. And that's because of her, how classy she is, her beauty. And she just is a normal, like, she's just looked at as a normal mom. Her three children. And if you just see her, you just can't help but love her. So, I mean, if this documentary or whatever on Netflix is going to try to make her come out as the villain, it's going to backfire on them because she is loved not only by the British people but by Americans as well.
Mm. Um, I have a prediction on this, and that is that episode one will be fairly intriguing. Episode two will be boring. Episode three will obviously will either have a big fat um what you call it cliffhanger to it, which I think it will regardless. But I also think if they're gonna drop a bombshell, it comes late in episode three.
Yeah, because they have to keep people coming back
I
for
have to
more
keep people
because
coming
they
back.
need money.
Yeah, and I think there's like a 2 week or 3 week break in between the two. Like it's December 8th at 3 o'clock in the morning, which I don't know why Netflix does that. Here's what I don't understand. I mean, I know they're global and they have to get it out for everybody, and people want it in the morning to make the morning news. I get that. But I kind of feel like dropping these things at 9 o'clock at night when people are like home and can watch something is the way to go. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
but
just me.
aren't they ahead of us? Like Britain is what, 5 or 6 hours before us?
Yeah, they are, but most of these Netflix drops happen at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I don't know, I don't have it in front of me now, but there's like a 2 week gap in between the two uh chunks of episodes that come out. So I think, and I think they're just gonna leave people. But again, I don't with the Oprah thing, and then I don't know if you can tease and tease. You got to give us something in those first three, and I'll be curious to see if they actually do. And if they do, as I said, I predict it'll come out in episode three.
And yeah, to keep us coming back for more.
They have to do it. Any other thoughts on Harry and Meghan?
I don't like them.
Okay, I don't like her. I feel bad for him.
You know what? I think it's really funny how they're getting all these awards, yet they fly from California on a private jet. Prince William and Princess Kate of Wales flew, yes, first class on British Airways. And Kate had a like rented or borrowed dress for like $100, and she looked stunning, absolutely stunning. And there's Meghan wearing a custom Louis Vuitton that was probably like $10,000. Like, bitch, you got no money. Who are you to be wearing $10,000 Louis Vuitton? But a woman who is of the monarchy, who will be queen one day, is wearing a rented $100 like dress and looked stunning.
Yeah.
Like, where are your like you're for the people? Like hello, you're not for the people. You're like I don't get it.
I agree with that. I think I just, there's something about her. And listen, I obviously, I think there'll be something a bit more serious in this documentary than was in her podcast. Her podcast was absolute shit. And that's probably why her podcast was shit, because she, she,
Yeah, she had to leave it for this.
yeah, she had to leave it for this. But the other thing too is that like this, I mean, I feel like for these two, this is your money.
I
Nobody's gonna
know.
give a shit about you after this. After this little bit of controversy and like what happened, nobody's gonna fucking care. Credit to Paul on the super chat, appreciate it. He goes, "Can we just skip to Meghan and Harry on the Home Shopping Network hawking candles?" And
Ooh, I
and
wonder what they would be named.
there's some fucking truth
Good
to that,
going,
because
Paul.
that's the next step, is to just have some shit fucking product that they push out to try and scrounge up some more money, because nobody is going
No,
to care.
babe, you know that we're gonna get one of those candles because your mother loves the Home Shopping Network.
Oh yeah, 100%.
There's gonna be one in our house that we did not buy, just so everyone knows, but my mother-in-law will buy for us.
My mother loves QVC so much that when we took the kids to the Radio City Christmas Spectacular, I found out that QVC was a main sponsor, and I almost took a picture of it to send to my mother. That's how.
She could have got us front row, like backstage. That's how much
Yeah.
money she spends.
Yeah. We should have dropped her name. Be like, I don't know if you know Joanne, but it's kind of a big
She's,
deal around those ways.
this spectacular is going on because of my mother-in-law. Just so you know.
My mother and her 3:00 in the morning purchases. My mother's up to watch the Harry and Meghan documentary, but she's too busy watching QVC.
Oh,
She's
she can't.
It's the only person I know that watches and orders QVC in the middle of it. She's a midnight QVCer.
That's why our kids have Kindles.
Some people do drugs.
Every year.
Some people do QVC. All right, what up, J Sabs? Here we go.
What up, Ho? Where the fuck you been?
She's been doing her hair for the last 22 minutes.
Bitch.
I had to do my hair.
Ugh.
I know, it's so annoying. So I was like, all right, I guess I have to come on. I was, doing Christmas lights too.
You're still doing Christmas
please.
lights?
No, actually, today I did the inside, so beat.
What? You're beat from doing the inside lights?
Just the inside?
Girl, you know how my house looks inside, like Christmas throw up.
All right. Well, we'll get back to Christmas. I got more questions. Let's go on to the next topic. And Heche, you probably won't believe this. I'm gonna say it. You're gonna both call me a big fat liar.
Let's see. You're gonna do one thing. Pick one. Go ahead.
While you do that, Jumpstart Coffee Company. Gotta give a shout out. What is on my shoulder? Gotta give a shout out to Jumpstart Coffee Company, proud sponsors of the AOA podcast. We appreciate them so much. Best coffee that I've ever had. Cuddles, what's the best coffee you've ever had?
Jumpstart medium. Hello.
Cuddles loves the medium. I love the espresso blend.
I like the espresso blend too.
I like the medium. It has a little bit of like that caramel, but a natural, not some fake bullshit that you added.
Like, excuse me, D. I feel like I'm personally attacked right now since you said something.
Oh, shut up.
Long pumps only.
All right, Jumpstart. You can save 50% with the promo code AOA15. Order with the link in the description or with the link at the homepage of AnthonyOnAir.com. 50% of what they make goes over to the Navy SEAL Foundation, which is tremendously important that we support the Navy SEALs, our freedoms. Jumpstart this podcast. Grab a bag right now. Makes a great holiday gift item. You got 8 days of Hanukkah gifts to give out. This could be one great day. You got Christmas gifts.
Yeah, exactly. Some stocking stuffer bitches.
Some stocking stuffer bitches.
I want my stocking to be stuffed. Go ahead.
Oh, what is wrong with you?
Jumpstart Coffee Company, greatest coffee ever. Great Christmas gift, great Hanukkah gift. You can order a year's worth of Jumpstart Coffee Company with their subscribe and save, which is a tremendous feature. Do so now. Click the link, use that promo code, and then you're all set. Latest autopsy from Anne Heche reveals no evidence of impairment by illicit drugs.
Ooh.
I thought she was like a drug addict.
According to the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner coroner report, which was obtained by Page Six, the actress tested positive for cocaine, fentanyl, and cannabinoids. However, she was not high at the time of the accident. The medical examiner explained that the benzoyl is an inactive metabolite of cocaine, which indicates that she had used it in the past, but not on the day of her accident. That was the same said for the presence of the marijuana found in her system. As for the fentanyl that was detected, the report states that the narcotic was administered to Heche to help alleviate her pain after she had already been admitted to the hospital. The medical examiner ruled that Heche's death was accidental and caused by inhalation and thermal injuries, with a fracture to her sternum caused by blunt force trauma contributing. Sternal fractures are often the result of a driver's chest striking the steering wheel. The medical examiner also estimated that Heche was trapped in her car for about 30 minutes before first responders were able to get her out.
Oh, damn.
That's why I
This-
sit far from my steering wheel.
Yeah, I mean,
And
essentially,
I
Well,
drive
on
with my
top of it.
toes.
It's all right.
it's essentially what?
I said, meanwhile, I drive like I'm on top of it. And when my kids annoy me, I sit like right on top of the wheel, like, God, just take me right now.
You do. You do. And you're taller than me. And I drive with my tippy toes. And Janine's
Do you
like
really?
right there. I drive with my tippy toe on my right foot. I literally, like, my big toe is driving my truck.
I can't. I had to sit close to this. I have to sit
Well,
close.
you're dead soon. So
You're going out like Anne Heche if you hit anything, Jason.
100%.
Well, but I mean, essentially, she burned to death. I mean, is really what happened here. But I mean, you saw there was video. We all saw the video of her driving erratically. It made a lot of sense if she was high. If she's not high,
Then why?
This
Have
And
you seen
how
me
did that
drive?
happen?
Have you seen me drive? No, just kidding.
I have sit in the passenger seat of her truck, and I just have to say that you should just let me drive the next time.
Me?
Yeah, bitch, you don't
I'm
know
a
how to
good
drive.
driver. I'm
You
a good
do not
driver.
you do not know how to drive.
What?
I think you should let your children
love
drive,
you.
Jay Sabs. You might have a better chance with your children driving of surviving.
No, with Ileana maybe, but not babysitting. But I'm the better driver. 100%.
That's a low
I'm
comment
better.
because I'm the better driver out of my wife and I. So
Oh, shut up.
I'm truly upset right now. I can't believe you said I'm not a good driver.
You're not. It's not that you're not a good driver.
You
but
just stink
I think
at it.
I'm better.
She's just better. Okay.
I'm just a better driver. Out east, there's a difference.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay. Well, either way, Anne Heche fucking killed herself with a vehicle. I mean, I think that's pretty depressing to hear that there was. I mean, I almost feel better that there was drugs.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, there's no drugs.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, why did she just drive straight into a fucking house at 130 miles an hour?
Seriously, are they like? Do they know what? Like, I can't picture someone doing that if they're not high or on drugs.
Well, you just almost accused Janine of doing it from her
Right.
shitty driving.
Yeah, but you've never been in a car with her, so
That's
true.
until you have,
That's true.
you won't understand.
Every time I've been in a car with Janine, her husband's been driving, and she purposely left his clothes at home. So that's
Oh.
No, we were in a
Right.
car with her, and her. What do you call him, Janine?
roommate.
Roommate.
They were in the back seat because 6 months later we gave him his sweatshirt back. So
When was that?
we don't
Oh yeah.
after Mike's party, remember? So
I
Yeah.
don't remember that.
I don't trust their driving.
I do remember Janine leaving a bowl at our house for 3.5 years and
I still
refusing to
have
take
that
it back.
bowl.
That's
I'm just saying it. I'm not giving the bowl back.
No, we gave that back to her.
No, we didn't. We still have it. And shut up, Anthony.
No, we don't.
No, we still have the bowl.
No, we don't have that bowl.
Yes, we do. We still have the bowl. It's a really good bowl. Shut up.
I don't know
Alright,
which
well-
bowl
What is
it
wrong
is,
with
though.
you?
We'll figure this out after the show. Jennifer Aniston's new love interest. I mean, it's in the title of the episode, so it's not really a surprise.
How old
me
is
t-
she? How
All right,
old
well-
is this bitch that she has a new love interest? Like, what is going on?
53 years old. And
Oh,
let me
God.
just say this, that these are just rumors. So 53-year-old Jennifer Aniston has been seen chatting it up on the set of the morning show with her co-star, John Hamm. Spoiler alert, John Hamm is on the next season of the morning show. Plays a big role in there from what I understand.
Oh, now, Janine, now we know why. Janine, go ahead.
Let me just tell you something.
Exactly. Go ahead.
I'm gonna get in trouble from know who on here. He can get it.
That man, he's got like a good foot long. So
Yes.
I understand that.
Well, let me tell you something. If I ever met him, this is why I carry around a pair of gray sweatpants with me anywhere I go. Because if I ever met him,
Tell him, girl.
I would just ask, can you just please put these on right now? Thank you.
Exactly.
No autograph, just put on the gray sweatpants. Thank you.
All right, I have to share this with the audience. There's a lot of history here. So I don't even know when this was, but it was a number of years ago when John Hamm, the photos of him walking around without underwear and his 10-inch dick hanging in his pants.
His big ass schlong is
That-
just right there.
Hey,
That-
schlong.
that everybody could see, and all these photos erupted, and they were like all over the internet. But like the day one, I don't know how. Was it a group chat or I don't even know what it was back then, but Janine shared it, and she was like freaking out over it. And
We
so-
all remember that.
I'm doing the morning show at EHM at the time, which for a lot of people who don't know, is this like music intensive, like serious, like NPR-ish kind of like just attitude-y kind of a fucking place, right? And so Janine shares this picture with John Hamm and just I don't know if it was on Facebook now that I think of it. I can't remember what it was.
I don't know. Maybe Facebook.
But I just remember.
Does it matter?
Well, the point is I just remember this was the first moment I remember Janine being completely hilarious because everything she said about it was the first time. It was hysterical. And I remember I was annoyed at something that they did over there, which wasn't an uncommon thing. Management was annoying the fuck out of me every 5 minutes. And I thought this was not appropriate for the station. But the way she was talking about it was so funny. So I remember putting it out there. I put it out and I was talking about it on the air. And it was by far the most popular thing that we discussed like that whole entire month. And that changed my perspective on how I approached that show because I was like, these are normal people and they want to talk about John Hamm's dick.
Cock. Yeah.
Yeah. Like John Hamm's got a big dick and this is of interest to everybody. Like, forget it that they're these hoity-toity, like, oh, we're so proper and we're too good for the room. They're still they're still going to slum it and want to look at John Hamm's dick. And then I used every one of Janine's lines as my own and never gave her credit for it.
Thank you.
You dickhead. But can we just say that I think Aniston is with one N and it's really annoying me right now.
Yeah.
Well, don't pay attention to the details of things. That's
oh my God.
Leave off the last N in Aniston for never gonna get her because I thought I had a shot for a little while there, and then
You're never what who the fuck thought you were gonna get a shot?
I got chained down with over here. There it is.
I'm the best thing that ever happened to you.
She's 53. I'll say this. Can I just say this? 53 is not treating her well. She was a lot prettier 5 years ago.
What?
I'm sorry.
Oh God, you're crazy. You're
I think
crazy.
I think she had some face work, and it's not sitting well with me.
But they all
Well,
have work done,
yeah.
and they all drink these like waters and crazy shit.
I know,
No,
but
she
you know
still
me.
looks. She still looks good.
I'm a natural beauty kind of a guy. Once
Because she
you start
doesn't
fucking
have any
chick-ass-
children. Do you know what happens when you have children?
Anthony. Right. I'm going to tell you something, Anthony.
Yeah.
Mostly everyone that you meet has had work. People don't look like that on like just normally.
Is that a
Like-
Long Island like slur? I feel like that was a Long Island slur
No,
just now.
I would
No.
love to get work done, but you, every time I say like I've been invited to a Botox party, you're like, oh no, I don't want.
Go ahead, Janine. You were saying
It's just
who gets invited to Botox parties? By the
me.
way, are you fuck? Did you invite my wife to a Botox party?
Actually, I
Janine
did once.
didn't. Oh, she
I
did.
I did.
No,
once too.
you no, Janine, you invited me to a dildo party.
Oh, that
Very
too.
different.
It was Botox and dildos together.
Oh, sure, a B&D party. I get it.
Right.
This is what I have to deal with.
Yeah. First of all, I'd love to hear from the audience. Who gets invited to a Botox party? Please.
Well,
Me,
it is-
I have been multiple times invited to a Botox party. I would love to get my lips done, but
This is
you
the
tell me,
dumbest thing ever.
oh no, I like you natural. Oh no.
Oh yeah, okay, sure he does. No,
But when
Anthony,
I'm
every girl
sucking
you
a
like-
dick, that's
Right.
different.
Okay.
Yeah, Anthony. When you oh, this girl that a celebrity that you like, she's had work done. I hate to tell you. I hate to break it to you.
No, you
Yes.
can tell. You can tell. And I'm telling you, I could see it in Jennifer Aniston. A lot of women, I don't believe, do. A lot, not a lot. Okay, that was a big statement.
Oh my
A
god.
good amount of people do not. I don't think.
All right, who?
Scarlett
me who.
Johansson had not have work done.
Oh,
100%.
Are you out of your
100%.
mind?
That bitch can't move her fucking face right now.
Scarlett
Oh.
Johansson.
Go to her house and ask her to move her eyebrows and see what she can move. She can't move a thing.
Right.
All right, I'll tell
Right.
you this: my beloved Stacey Carosi. She has not had any work done.
I fucking hate
Who's
him.
that?
What's her real name? I forget.
Who? Everyone you're thinking
Stacey Carosi,
has
what's her real
work
name?
Done.
No, what's Stacey Carosi's real name?
I don't even know who you're fucking talking about. right
Leah
now.
Remini. Thank you.
Oh
my
my
God.
God!
Her face is frozen. She can't move.
Oh.
What the fuck?
No, Leah
Oh my God.
Remini.
I'm done. Okay. Thank you, AOA podcast. I cannot help it because my husband thinks that the Ice Queen is like natural.
Leah Remini has not had
Oh my
work done.
God.
I have
Oh
to
my-
go.
Janine, can you just handle this for me, please?
I mean,
She
you
doesn't have
can't-
like ridiculous cheeks, and she doesn't.
Oh
Bullshit.
my God.
Yes, Paul. Yes, I would.
She doesn't have
Listen
these
to me.
lips.
But you don't understand something.
Yeah.
Work done does not just mean lips. It can mean fillers. It can mean Botox in your forehead, in your around your eyes.
Do you know
There's
whose
so-
face is
Oh
melting?
my God, she can't
Have
move.
you seen a picture of Khloe Kardashian in the last couple of days?
Okay, can we not talk about the Kardashians? They are just 100% plastic
No, but
face.
she was at something like
Babe.
a day or two ago, and I looked at her face, and
Oh my God.
it literally looked like her face was melting off her bones.
Anthony, are you serious right now? How am I married to you?
I don't know, D.
I'm
I
getting a
don't know.
divorce.
All right,
He
listen.
thinks Leah
He
Remini
gets
has
this.
not
I
had
have
any
a.
work done.
I can't.
Maybe people have a lot of work done. They have Botox. Everybody in the chat saying the Botox in the foreheads.
Oh my God! Thank you. Thank you. I would
Um,
love to get some of that, and he tells me he doesn't want fake, but he looks
Okay,
at Leah
let me break
Remini
some.
and he's
All right,
like,
all
"Oh,
right,
she's-
all right. First of all,
she's
calm
so
down. Okay,
natural."
take it easy for a second here. Let me break some news to you and all the other women. Nobody gives a fuck what your forehead looks like. Can I just say that to the women of the world? Like, we don't care how many lines are up here.
That's what,
It matters
okay.
to us not.
Yeah, okay.
So that is dumb
That's
to
just it.
squirt anything up
Survey
there.
says nope.
It
Answer on the
doesn't
board,
matter.
Nope.
All right, men in the chat. I would like some feedback. I would like an instant
no
vote to
one
the
help
live.
him.
I would like an instant.
All the rest of you don't help him.
I would like an
because he has
instant vote. I would like an instant vote in the chat. Please tell me if you agree that nobody gives a shit what a woman's forehead
Oh my
looks like.
God.
That's
Paul,
why.
the rest of you better not vote with him because that is total.
Don't threaten. Don't threaten the audience. Let them vote. Let them have their say. Let them speak their minds.
Well, anyway,
That is wrong.
Would you rather D go to a dildo party or a Botox party? If you had
Let me
to
think about this. Which one is she gonna come home and want to use on me?
Neither, because
'Cause
I
then I'm
will have a
voting for the other one.
dildo and I will not need you anymore. This is some bullshit. This is some bullshit. Right.
Look at this
now.
from Paul. Anthony wants a forehead you could grate cheese on.
Oh my God.
I don't. It just doesn't make a
Paul.
difference. It doesn't make a difference. And I think Leah Remini has natural lips. Okay? I'm putting that out there.
What?
Oh,
I
God.
have never. That is some fucked up bullshit.
She's
Because
friends
I
with
have been
J-Lo.
asking you for how many months I want to get my lips done. I don't like my lips. I don't like this. How Leah Remini is all natural. That bitch, you put her in front of a fire, she's gonna fucking melt. And no hate against her because I love her. But let's be realistic. She's gonna fucking melt in front of a fireplace.
Mm-hmm.
And you're telling me, no, I don't like fake? You got some nerve, motherfucker. Some nerve.
Well,
Here's the
listen.
thing. Guys will say, "Oh, I like all natural," but then, "Oh, what girls do you like?" "Oh, everyone who has had work done." So please,
No, all right.
So
No,
exactly.
you're mistaken. That's not the case. That is not the case.
all right, Megan Fox.
I don't know what she looks like now. I have to go look.
Oh my God, her and Machine Gun Kelly. It's a hot mess.
Oh no, she's not good looking anymore. But she was really good looking back in the day. No, but it's the truth. Nobody wants to be married to this face. What the fuck? Like, nobody wants to be married to a duck. I'm sorry.
That's
Nobody.
true. But
You want to hear something? I know someone. D knows this person too, who, and again, I'm pretty sure I've talked about her on here. She had that body dysmorphia thing.
yep, I know who it is.
Right. So she had her lips done. She had her boobs done, obviously. And what else did she have done, D? I mean, everything.
Yes, that's sad. That's very sad. She
But
had everything done.
her husband also had his lips done.
Okay, awful. Not a real
Yes, he's just got it. He's
Not a
got
real
it as
man.
bad as she does.
Are they still together?
Yes,
not a real
they
man.
are still happily married.
If a guy is getting work done, you're not a real human being. You're not a person. And I'll say this too. Here's the other thing. Listen, I could at least understand. I don't think it looks good. I will never relent that point. But I can at least understand a celebrity. They make their living on their looks. Regular, ordinary people that are getting this fucking work done, I don't know what's wrong. I mean, that is a big problem.
No, I think that certain people, and if your looks are definitely not just if you're a celebrity, are out there and can affect your work 100%.
I would like to thank Glenn B and Misfit Madness and all the other people that are agreeing with me in the chat.
I have to go.
Also, Paul has this suggestion. What about a scrotox for Anthony? I would love bigger
is a thing.
balls. What do you think, D?
I
Don't you
would
just
just
want
like
bigger
anything
balls
that
in
would.
your face?
No,
No.
I would not.
All right, cancel the scrotox appointment for Wednesday then.
No, if I can't have like my lips fixed and like done, then you can't have scrotox or whatever that's called.
I love how you go lips fixed. There's nothing wrong with your lips
Oh,
other than they
really?
move too much.
I fucking
Burn.
hate you. I cannot stand you. I hope you
all right,
enjoy.
let's get back
having
on the
back
topic.
pain
What do we
from-
think about Jennifer Aniston and the lovely John Hamm and his 23-inch dick?
I thought he was married.
No, didn't he have a girlfriend for like ever, and they broke up in the last 5 years or so, 10 years maybe.
Listen, Miss Jennifer Aniston needs to go take a little walk because she decided at like 50 years old she wants to be like gorgeous and all these things. But
Well, you have to admit, she's 53, he's 51. They're both in the same profession.
I like them together.
oh, shut up.
She did something to her nose and or in between her eye area because something doesn't look right about her face.
God.
Oh, she had work done? Oh my God. I'm so surprised.
I said that before.
Fuck off.
What are you getting so angry for?
Because I can't stand you.
Oh, will you stop? Well, I said she had work before.
Yeah,
True.
sure you did.
I did.
Hold on, I need to order something from Victoria's Secret. Oh, Anthony.
I'm gonna wind up sleeping on the couch tonight, Janine, I think.
You are,
know you
motherfucker,
are.
because I'm getting comfortable right now. I'm 2 margaritas in.
I could tell. I could tell. All right, so you're against Jennifer Aniston and John Hamm?
Not me. I like them together.
You like it? Cuddles?
Yeah.
You like it or dislike it?
I don't know. It's so like, I feel like I don't know. I just feel like they don't fit. There's something about it where she's like this. I don't know. I just feel it's not right.
I'm going to choose to believe in love. I think there might be a romance blossoming here.
Choose to believe in love. Okay.
Yeah. I will say this, though. There's something wrong with that Jennifer Aniston because she hasn't been able to hold on to one relationship. Hasn't she been divorced like a trillion times?
Oh.
Like Brad Pitt, right? Were they married?
I think she's been divorced like twice at least because it was Brad and then that other like Justin guy.
Justin Theroux. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she can't hang on to a dude.
That says something about you.
I also don't know if this is just pure speculation and then promoting the fact that the morning show is going to come out soon. That they're starting all these bullshit rumors.
Oh, true. But I love that show.
Hard to tell. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Although I wonder where they're going to go with it after COVID because it felt like it was very COVID-y last season. And now...
Well, everything was like COVID. So maybe they'll move on from it like the rest of us.
Quick one here. Aaron Judge re-signs with the Yankees. It is an 9-year deal, $360 million. Supposedly, he turned down a 10-year, $400 million deal from either the Giants or the Padres. I'm not quite sure. But that motherfucker cashed in. Sad news here for Ted Cruz. Police were called to Senator Ted Cruz's home after a teen endured self-inflicted cutting wounds, according to an emergency phone call. We don't really know too much after that, other than that it was the teenage girl and it was self-inflicted cuts. Ted Cruz and his team got out there and asked for privacy, so on and so forth. That they, you can tell my wife is getting hammered because she keeps putting herself on the screen.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to do that.
You okay?
I want to see her.
I do. I feel bad for Ted Cruz's daughter because she's a young child. She's what, 14?
True.
Even 16.
But if Ted Cruz was your father, wouldn't you try to kill yourself? I know I would.
No, Anthony, I don't wish that on any child or any person.
For Ted Cruz to be their father? I agree.
Yes, 100%. But to feel that hurting yourself is the only option, as a mother, that is very disturbing to me. So I'm praying for her.
Well, the kid
because
is okay.
it's sad.
Yes.
She's okay physically, but mentally, is she okay? Probably not right now.
Well, let me
So
ask you
as
this.
a mom, I'm 100% praying for her.
What politician's kid right now, any politician, do you think it's easy to be? Like, every one of
None.
these people are fucking hated by everybody.
None. There is no one that has a child that is okay right now. Whether it's even a politician or a normal everyday person, there is no child that's okay. But for some child to feel that it's okay, that their only option is to hurt themselves, as a mother, that is upsetting. Janine, right? Isn't that upsetting? Because
well, yeah. You just feel. I feel bad for anyone who feels like they should have to hurt
exactly. I don't want anyone to feel like hurting themselves or suicide is the only option that they have.
Yeah, but I mean, again, I'm sorry to be a dick here, but this fucking guy.
You're still gonna be one, so go ahead.
This guy had his wife be called a pig or whatever it was by Donald Trump, and then he continued to suck his dick for 4 years. How do you think that translates for a kid?
It's very hard. And the world that you and I and Janine and we all lived in does not exist anymore. So kids growing up today have it a lot. It's a lot harder, and there's a lot more that's going on. So as a mom, to hear about a 14-year-old hurting themselves is devastating to me. And I just hope that she and other children her age just know that that's not the option. That's not the end game. That's not what you have to do. That there's always going to be someone, no matter what political background, that will be there for you, that will help you. I really wish that we could be like that.
Well said.
It is. We're moms. Janine will understand. We're moms, and even if I want to be a mom to my only child or children that I have, I want to be. It takes a village, and I would want to help anyone, whether it be a child or an adult, to understand that that's not the outcome, because it doesn't only affect them, it affects their families. So I wish that we could stop that and help.
I'm getting worried that we're going to wind up having to take in Ted Cruz's daughter here. If you keep talking, I feel like we're going to
I will take in a child to help. 100%.
We will do anything to help Ted Cruz's kids. Except
I would help any child.
I gotta be honest with you.
100%.
We're barely raising our own 2 kids. I don't know if we have bandwidth for a third.
Great job. You, on the other hand.
We don't have to talk.
No, come on, Ann. Come on.
We don't have to talk about who's dragging down the team and who. We're not doing great. Let's just leave it at that.
No, our children are good.
Raphael Warnock wins, holds off the great and powerful and almighty Herschel Walker in their runoff. I'm surprised at how little of a story this was. I'm gonna move on from it very quickly, but
good, because
I thought it was gonna be like national, like the attention of the country on who was gonna win, and it wasn't even like 5% of that.
Yeah, me too. I agree.
Almost
I thought
nobody,
it would be more.
Right? Almost nobody even acknowledged or knew that it was even fucking happening. Dems hold on to the Senate. Another nail in the coffin for Trump. In fact, what did you say, Cuddles? That Herschel Walker turned on Trump afterwards?
Yeah, I think I read that he had made a comment that, anyone that Trump backed was not winning and was not coming out as the winners like they thought he would be, and that maybe it's time to move past the time of Trump, which I agree.
It'll be interesting to see on Trump. His team found 2 more classified documents in a storage facility somewhere in West Palm Beach, Florida.
Oh, God.
Trump hired a team of lawyers to go through his storage facility to see if there were any more classified documents lying around, and whoopsie daisy, they found 2 more
Oops.
Oh, I
in
don't
a
know. I don't
random
know
storage
if I
bin.
have any classified stuff, but can you go look through what I took with me from the,
Yeah.
the presidency?
I'm sorry, but it's so irresponsible. You're like, I don't know what we have. Just go through. And they had to do this because they promised that they were going to turn everything over. So we had to hire people to go through this stuff to find it, and now they found it and they've turned it in. So
Oops.
there's that.
Wow. Okay.
Also, while this is happening simultaneously at Mar-a-Lago, Trump held like a dinner, like a party thing, and invited like the A-list of A-list QAnon people to attend because
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
he is readying for a fight. I'm telling you, this guy is not going down easy. Everybody thinks he's hurt power-wise. I think he's taking a hit, but I don't think he thinks he's taking a hit. And
No.
I think he thinks his little QAnon friends can fucking help him power through this. I mean,
Okay.
this guy is going to burn the place down trying to get back into that fucking Oval Office. That's the truth. I have to remove my wife again. She's having a little trouble with the buttons tonight.
That's what she said.
Yes, yeah, no kidding. No kidding.
My husband has trouble with the buttons all the time.
It's a common problem when we get to our
I have
age.
not. No, I have not. I don't know. I didn't do that, did I?
You put yourself on screen twice and you've been making awful faces every single time.
Oh my God! Can you see me? I'm
Yeah.
laying here with my fucking boot, feeling
Get your
like
finger out of there.
horrible.
Get your finger out.
Oh, shut up, you.
Sad news. Even out of everything we've talked about, this I think might be the saddest thing. Caroline's Comedy Club in Times Square is closing after a 40-year run.
Why?
Wow.
Okay, here's what's strange about this. Their lease is up. The owners of the building decided to raise their rent, essentially
Shocking.
forcing them out. But here's the weird part about this. There is a local law that if you're in the Times Square area, every building in that area must reserve 5% of the building for entertainment purposes. So if you're in the Times Square district, 5% of your building must be a space for entertainment purposes. And if you've never been to New York City, in Times Square, Caroline's on Broadway is the only comedy club in Times Square. It's on Broadway, but it is in the basement of this building. Like you walk in and go right down the stairs and you're just so it's this cavernous fucking room. So for the life of me, I don't know why this building would raise their rent and kick them out if they only have to find somebody else to come in to pay a higher rent to do what? I mean, they essentially, unless they have other plans for the building somewhere else, they have to have it be an entertainment space. Who else is going to come in there and pay more fucking money for it?
That's a good question.
Maybe
I
there
don't
is.
know.
I don't know. Maybe there
Can we
is.
bring the pod there?
That would be nice. I don't know if we could afford the rent, but
They're waiting for us.
we might be able to do 1 3-hour show.
Right.
Might be able to afford that. But that's essentially it. I just hate. There are some changes that I really hate, and this is one of them. Like, there's no, like, how much more money are you gonna make?
Right.
You know,
Not
you
much.
You have like an institution, basically. I mean, I know there's comedy clubs all over the city. I love the Cellar. I love Stand Up New York. There's a lot of great clubs, but Caroline's is kind of like one of those clubs, and it's like one of those things that you want to kind of keep around, and everybody jumps in there to do great spots. And Caroline's is a little different. So like all the other clubs in the city, you'll have traveling comedians who are in the city coming in to do like a 15-minute spot. Caroline's is one of the few places that you could see a headliner for like an hour. I mean, they did other shows as well, but all the other clubs really don't do. I mean, one of them kind of does now, but we didn't have, like, Caroline's is a special place, and I'm very, very sad to see it fucking go. You know what else made me sad too? Going back to our day in the city.
Oh, God.
Do you remember in The Sopranos, when Vito they find out he's gay, then he goes off, and then he comes back, and then he has dinner with his family, and they're sitting at a restaurant next to the ice skating rink at Rockefeller Center.
Yes.
That's not even there anymore.
What do you mean?
Like, you remember, D? Like, we walked around the windows on both sides, and the restaurants are like on the other side. Like, there's no table
Yeah.
right up against the glass
Put
that
him
you
on the
could.
glass.
What?
Put him on the glass.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That makes me
No, I
sad.
see.
And what was weird was there was a restaurant, there were tables like in that concourse in other spots. Why aren't they up against the fucking glass? I don't understand that. That seems like a beautiful, like traditional thing.
Because I really don't want to see other people skate. And I don't really care about the guy who decided to ex his girlfriend to marry him when I kept trying to tell him don't fucking do it. Like,
He didn't listen to you.
Let me tell you
what
something.
like, do I really want to see fucking people skate and fall on the floor?
I love to see people fall. I think it's the best ever. I think
Oh, that's your favorite thing in the world.
I love it. There's nothing better than watching somebody fall. It's nothing better. I would pay for the shittiest meal 5 Michelin star prices for the shittiest meal just to sit there
Really?
and watch people fall for 2 hours. Absolutely. Absolutely. I would love it. You know what else is starting to bother me too? They haven't reopened up this vessel. That vessel is still closed because people kept throwing themselves off it, committing suicide.
Yeah, people keep trying to keep trying. They are succeeding at throwing themselves off and killing themselves. So would you want to open it?
That's a sad thing. But here's the thing. People have to have a place to go and kill themselves. I'm sorry. I know this is an unpopular opinion, but if they're not doing it there, where are they doing it? They're going to the bridge. And next thing you know, everybody's sitting in 4 hours of traffic because we got a bridge closed down. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I get it.
Thank you.
Yeah, but what happened to doing it at home?
Also, I have an idea too. Can I just throw this out there? If you want to fix the vessel suicide problem, this is what I propose. We go around the vessel with a little thing that I like to call a gigantic trampoline. Now you have a row of trampolines around the vessel, surrounding the vessel, and then you surround that row of trampolines with a row of mattresses. Problem solved.
Done. There you go. That's actually quite easy to do, don't you think?
Do I have to fix everything in New York City? I mean, I got other shit going on.
All the homeless people will probably shit on all the trampolines and the mattresses. But so maybe that will help.
It's still fine. You hit the trampoline, a bunch of poop goes up in the air, then the poop comes down, you go up. Somebody will take a picture of it. It'll be a lovely little scene. That was disgusting. That just turned my stomach a little bit. Last 2 topics for me.
I'm fading. I'm going
quick. Jesse James.
I'm sure he does, D.
His what?
Nothing.
Yep. Jesse James getting divorced again. Did he cheat on his wife again?
What are you two, like, communicating behind my back or something?
Nope, we just know.
Yeah, we know.
Okay. Jesse James getting divorced again. His pregnant wife, you know what her name is? Bonnie
Janine.
Rotten.
Oh.
She's a porn star. She filed for divorce. She pulled it back. And now she's filing for divorce again. The first time she did, though, she tweeted a picture of her, what do they call that? In the stomach.
Sonogram?
Thank you. She tweeted a picture of her sonogram and she said, yeah, Jesse is busy trying to fuck other women while I'm pregnant.
I would definitely do that. If that happened, yep, I would definitely do that to him.
He's such a cheater, and I don't understand why.
Wait, which one is Jesse James again?
He was the one that was married to Sandra Bullock, right?
Yep.
Hold on.
And he cheated on her too, didn't he?
Yep.
I don't understand why people keep going for people that are so fucking out there.
I don't know. I don't know. All right. Next.
Whamageddon, the godfather of Whamageddon himself,
Oh.
Just Bill, eliminated earlier today. And then, because we wouldn't have Whamageddon if it wasn't for Just Bill. Just Bill goes back to the morning show days, and he brought Whamageddon to the show, and he was eliminated today. Also eliminated was our pal Brian, Brian Sanders, who admitted that he had never heard of this song. And he said he's like, I don't know, I forget what you said, Brian. I'm sorry, 50 years old or something. Like 50 years he's been around. He's never fucking heard Last Christmas by Wham. Yeah. And speaking of suicide, I think his elimination was self-inflicted because I think he went and searched it on YouTube. I'm not 100% sure, but I think he searched it on YouTube, and it was a self-inflicted thing.
Oh, well, okay.
That's it. That's all I got.
All right. Great night.
I feel like I've lost the ladies of this show because of my Leah Remedy doesn't get Botox.
No, I'm too tired.
Okay.
I don't even know what to say.
I'm still going strong with Whamageddon. I have not heard it.
Well, that's what I brought up too. J Sebs, are you in? Because I'm still in.
I'm still in.
Okay. Robin is still in. Christine out Friday at 7:30.
Things my husband says.
I'm still in. Everybody's asking where Frankie is. I don't know. Frankie just not feeling well, I think. He's got the non-COVID COVID.
Yeah.
Whatever we're calling that these days.
Oh, I know someone who just had COVID, got that medicine, and was reinfected again.
Got what medicine?
What is it? Pavlox? How do you say it?
Oh, and got it again?
Yep. So, unfortunately, it's someone I don't really like much anyway. So I was like, oh, I'm sorry.
Nice. Are you wishing it on them?
No, I didn't wish it on them.
Frankie's at Mar-a-Lago undercover.
Probably.
I like that idea. Flu is spreading fast. They're saying this flu this year was like the worst it's ever been.
But isn't there a vaccine for it? Oh.
For the flu? Yeah. Well, there's a flu. Yeah, the flu shot.
Oh, it's weird. It's so weird.
Have you turned on the flu vaccine too?
I've never gotten it, actually.
You were always against it?
I wasn't against it. I just, I don't know. Like I know someone who got it, the flu vaccine, always got the flu vaccine. Got the flu vaccine 1 year and got so sick from the flu, almost had to be hospitalized. So it's like, there's so many different strains, it doesn't matter because you're not going to get the strain that you got vaccinated for. So,
That's true. You never know. You could get lucky.
Yeah, I mean,
but you wouldn't know.
No, I'd rather take my chances and gamble at a casino.
Yeah, we know that. When's the next Atlantic City trip, J Sebs?
I'm thinking during Christmas week.
We never talked about our friend's Christmas falling apart.
Well, sorry to say, we're down to 8 now.
From like God knows how many.
Yep.
At our height, what were we at? Like close to 30, I think.
Yep.
30 people at a group of when we get together every year for Christmas. 30 people. We are down to 8. That's it. And everybody, see, it's not just me getting people to movies. It is a pandemic.
You had to open your mouth and say something, and I knew it. It's Anthony Curse.
Do you think I caused the problem?
Absolutely.
Did I?
Yep.
Are you blaming me?
No, I just feel like people are like unloyal.
These clothes ain't loyal.
Say what you were gonna say. Are you blaming me for our Pennsylvania friends not coming in?
Yep.
Yeah. Why? What did you do?
I don't know. He made an Amish joke, so that was it.
No, that wasn't it.
No, he makes those all the time.
You know what? It's okay. Like I said, these hoes ain't loyal, so the last. Let's just be the last standing, okay?
I'm a part of that last standing, so
And we're
I'm
gonna
good.
do something a little different this year. So make sure you bring your keys inside. When
All
we-
right, that's not gonna happen. I also want to say this too. I only make fun of Amish people because I'm trying to weed out the fakes.
Yeah, I know.
Because I want an Amish person to be like, I'm offended by what that guy said, and then I'll be there to be like, you need electricity to know what I said. So who's the piece of
Oh,
shit now?
snap.
Ooh.
Waiting for that moment. Anyway, I said we should move it because two couples couldn't make it. And then I rediscovered why the two couples couldn't make it. And I thought those were bad excuses. And then I
Right.
said, fuck it, we shouldn't move it. Keep it where it is.
Right.
And
When
you're
were we gonna
saying-
move it? When
and
were
you're
we gonna
saying
move
that-
it?
Well, I don't know. I was just talking out of my ass because I was coming into a conversation late. Here's the other thing, too. The women in our group have long conversations to figure things out. And then somehow this leaked into the male and women group. And,
Yeah, and
one
you
dumb male was
idiots
going to
got
step up and
involved.
say something
Right.
stupid. And I was
Once
that
Anthony
person.
opened his mouth, the curse of Anthony's plans started.
Do you think that's why they're really not coming?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't see a
No,
direct
that's not why.
correlation. But I do feel bad about it.
These hoes ain't loyal.
Don't feel bad. It's their fucking problem. They're the
how-
ones that are shitheads.
How are the Christmas lights coming?
Well, I have to finish outside, but since it's been raining the last 2 days, couldn't do it.
Got it.
When are you gonna finish? December 23rd?
Do you think you'll get it done before Christmas Eve?
Yes, I'd like to finish tomorrow, but I have a concert tomorrow night. Oh,
Ooh.
definitely gonna get COVID or the flu or another virus. So we'll see.
Who are you going? Wait,
Maybe all three.
before you tell us who you're going to go see, when we were in Radio City Music Hall, and then when we were around the tree and 7 people were coughing on me, I felt so good.
Yeah,
I'm like, I can't get COVID again. This is fucking great.
right.
No.
Go ahead. Who are you going to see?
Unless you take that medicine like my friend and get it again.
That's
So-
true. That's true. We ran right past those little COVID tents they still got up there in the fucking city.
Yeah,
You know
I
they
don't
still
need
got
you.
those up?
No.
Yeah, screening, and I don't know if they're vaccine tents, but they're definitely screening tests.
Really?
And, yeah, they still got them up. I saw 2.
Good. I'm probably something that you wouldn't think I like.
Oh, this is embarrassing. This is gonna be good.
Oh,
Yeah.
I want to know right now.
I can't wait.
I'm gonna go see Taking Back Sunday.
Oh, I like them.
I wouldn't say they're embarrassing. Just you probably wouldn't think it's my type of music, but I used to love them so. And it's at that bar. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
You
I'm
know?
not gonna say the name. Yeah, I could tell you right now. I'm not gonna.
Starts
say
with the what?
M.
Yep.
Stop.
So we're gonna see. Actually, you got me tickets. Didn't you get me tickets to Taking Back Sunday at the Great South Bay Music
Yes.
Festival years ago?
Yes, those were.
Yep.
Were they good then?
Yeah, they were. But I
Yeah.
liked them from way before then. So
At least you're breaking the stereotype that you're a flid. That's what I like about most
Yeah,
about
right.
this. But yeah, I know I'm not looking at the chat, but I could tell nobody knows who the fuck Taking Back Sunday is. That is definitely a Long Island.
yeah. You think so? Because I liked them before I lived on Long Island. So
Yeah.
I like them.
Yeah, but they're not. I mean, I think they had one hit maybe.
yeah.
And I don't even think that was. I think that was like a New York hit. It wasn't really like.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't think. I can I tell you something? I said the same thing because I was like, "Oh, those guys are huge," and then somebody broke the news to me. They're like, "Actually, they're really not. They're just big around here."
Oh.
And I didn't even know they were from here.
I didn't know they were from here either
Yeah,
until after.
yeah.
But I'm going with my friend, but it's funny because it was supposed to start at 6:30, and then she gets an email that it's moved to 8 p.m. And we're like, "Oh, are we too old to go now?"
Oh, I'm too old for that.
And I said, you know what? Let's power through it. Let's leave our house at 8 o'clock. So I missed the first 2 opening bands because who the fuck are they? And I think we'll be good. And she was
Wait, are you sure that there's 2 opening bands? Maybe that's what happened. Maybe they.
No, there's definitely 2 opening bands. So
because maybe they don't have the opening bands and they were going to take the stage at 8:30 anyway. And now if you go
let me
late,
check.
you might miss them coming on without an opener.
All right. Well, now let me double check.
Yeah, you don't want that to happen.
But I've never been there for a concert, so I don't know how it's gonna be.
I love that room.
I can't picture it in my head now.
It is one of those last great, like it's just oddly shaped and just fucking weird, and the stage is bizarrely placed, but it's like one of those last great like bar. We don't have a lot of those. Like this is a fucking bar with a stage on it.
Yeah,
and it's
true.
big. It's a big room actually. Like you might be. I mean, I don't know. You're kind of into weird shit, so I can't really tell. Like I would fucking never go there for like that kind of a show.
Why not?
Because you're gonna have like a 40, 45-year-old guy like fucking moshing around a little bit. I bet.
Oh God, that sounds
if
horrible.
If it's John Hamm, I hope he's wearing gray sweatpants and behind me.
Yeah, something tells me there's not gonna be any John Hams hanging out at that parking lot.
All right. On that note,
there'll be guys nicknamed Ham,
right.
But not fucking John Hamm whatsoever. All right, J Sabs, enjoy yourself your Thursday night 6:30 concert. What's a concert at 6:30 on a Thursday?
Those that are in their 40s.
Yeah, right. They're like, oh, we're getting old too, so
yeah. Nobody in the group in the live chat knows who the fuck Taking Back Sunday is.
That's okay.
Like, you know what? Fuck them.
They were like the third wave of that punk Blink-182 era.
Yeah.
That's probably what. Yeah, that's when they hit right around that time.
Exactly.
The emo punk era. And you're not going with your husband? You're going with somebody else?
He didn't want to come. I'm like, what are you gonna do? Just fucking sit home and play in your own guitar with your headphones? Okay.
I gotta tell you, I would not let my wife go to that show by herself.
What? Why?
I just wouldn't, because it's not a place to leave a lady unprotected. I mean, I know you both can handle your business, but I wouldn't.
Oh no, he has problems. You have problems.
Show me potato salad. Maybe we should go now. Go ahead.